Hello and welcome to plot 25. Here again in the middle of June. We're just going to have a little walk around and show you the plot and how it looks right now. It's looking good as far as I can tell. Oh, some rhubarb update. It didn't come back. Some of it did, some of it didn't. So yeah, it's one of them. But the cherry tree, I have netted it, but as you can see, the birds have eaten most of the cherry. I can actually see a few cherries on there. There's one there, there's a couple more there. There's a few more down here. So yeah, the cherry tree is not doing too bad, but like I say, the pigeons ate a lot of them, but it was over. The potatoes have gone a bit wild, but not too wild. It shouldn't be too bad. A couple at the back there look a bit sorry for themselves, but that's because the pigeons have been sitting on them because of the bird feeder above it. So yeah, they have been eating that. But they won't be ready for a few more weeks yet. I might even move them back over this side out of the way. Some couch grass growing there. The raspberries, the first bed of raspberries from this side, not looking too bad. There is some red ones on here somewhere. They're not quite ready though. They're just... Oh, that one is. I'm going to eat that one now. Excuse me eating on the mic. My shed is still a crap hole. Still got piles of rubbish around. I haven't used this at all this year. Plan for next year is to grow chilies in it. So I have got a little bit of water. Not a lot though. This is looking very cleaner, if you remember the last video. So it's under there. It's looking loads better. This bed is empty. This bed has got my outdoor tomatoes in. Well, first bed of outdoor tomatoes. There's quite a few in there, but they're only bush ones. I missed the raspberries from this side. See, they're looking really healthy and really good for themselves. That corner there is where the couch grass is taken over. As you can see, it's just a bit barren, so I'm going to have to replant some runners this year. This raspberry bed, as you can see, it's really thick at that end and really thin at this end, but that's just where the path is. I do cut the ones back that go over the path, so it probably didn't help along the way. So tomatoes, raspberries, another set of tomatoes. Each one of these tomato plants on this bed is a different variety. I just wanted to see which ones grow really well and which ones don't. I've got them written down which variety it is in front of them. But they're more like vine tomatoes. This bed's going to have the onions in, the last set of onions for this year. Pumpkins are looking really good. They've come along leaps and bounds since the last video. They're absolutely lovely things. Can't wait for getting loads of little jack-o'-lanterns off them. The bed of onions I put in that has been mulched with wood chip, looking very sorry for itself. Just in comparison, these onions here are the exact same ones because I planted them. Yeah, I don't think wood chip was a good idea. These onions are looking really nice, and the beans in the background. I'll go back down that plot as I go back down the other way. And then we've got cauliflower and more onions. These are red onions, but they're not looking good either. It's been that dry. Next door's been watering their onions. I don't really water my onions, so that's the big difference. Yeah, maybe I should start watering my onions more. But as you know, in the UK this year, water's been a bit of a premium. My corn bed, just for reference, it's about 8, just under 16 inches between the two, between them on all sides, give or take. It was done by hand, so an eye, so it weren't too bad. But yeah, there's a fair few in there. That'll be a good crop, hopefully. My strawberries, I've started to pick them. I came this morning, there was 3 birds trapped in the net. They must have got in the ends here. So they've had a good feed on them this morning. Not in the back one was sound, but this big one. So yeah, it's one of them. It was blackbird, so it's not an issue really. And then purple sprouting broccoli has been absolutely decimated by the pigeons. I have got a net to go on it, I just didn't have any things to put the nets out with, typically. raw beans. I'm starting to get some black fly here. I've just started to notice. It looks like the ants are on the ball as it is. But I am going to give them a spray. I have started to crop them. Runner beans. My compost heap is currently sitting about 30 degrees in each of these. I've just topped that up with a bit of rhubarb. This bed's where the winter veg is going to go. I'm going to get some broccoli, some cabbage, some cauliflower, just for Christmas mainly. Still don't know what to do with this bit. And then up here we have flowers. Celery over there, I believe. I'm not too sure. I just had a couple of spare plants of something by the looks of it, so I've just put them in that bed. I'm not quite sure what they are, but the pigeons like them, so they're probably a brassica of some kind. The peas are still looking really, really sorry themselves. I've put one row out, but looks like they're being eaten by the pigeons on the top as well. They've had the fresh flowers off the top. And then we have the celery. Dahlias there in a pot, some more flowers there. Alright, so that's the pot tour. I will just take you back down next door in a second.